Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever woken up with tingling in your hands or found your legs feeling strangely weak when you try to stand? Maybe it's just occasional, or maybe it's become so common you've started to accept it as just part of getting older. But here's something most people don't realize. Those symptoms, those strange pins and needles, that shaky unsteadiness in the legs, they're not random, and they're certainly not inevitable. More often than not, they're signs of something deeper, collagen loss. We tend to think of collagen as a beauty buzzword, something you find in skin creams or anti-aging ads. But that's a shallow view of something far more vital. Collagen isn't just about wrinkles or sagging skin. It's a structural protein that holds your entire body together, literally. It forms the scaffolding of your muscles, ligaments, blood vessels, bones, and perhaps most importantly for this conversation, your nervous system. Here's a connection most people miss. Collagen plays a crucial role in protecting and supporting nerve sheaths and capillaries, the tiny fibers and blood vessels that feed and protect your muscles and nerves. When collagen levels begin to decline, which they do naturally and significantly after age 60, the support structure begins to erode. The nerves in your hands and legs, especially the long peripheral nerves, can become more vulnerable to compression, poor blood flow, and oxidative damage. That's when you start to feel those subtle but disturbing changes. Numbness, tingling, even tremors or unsteadiness in your step. The muscles too rely on collagen, not just to function, but to hold their shape, to attach properly to bone, and to recover from daily wear and tear. When collagen declines, your muscle tissue becomes less elastic and less responsive. You might notice your legs feeling tired more quickly, or that stairs are harder than they used to be. That's not just muscle loss, it's structural loss. And once you understand that, you can begin to rebuild. There's something deeply empowering in recognizing this, because what feels like aging isn't always aging. Sometimes it's depletion. It's the gradual erosion of materials your body needs in order to feel strong, steady, and alive. And collagen is one of the most important of those materials. When the scaffolding gets thin, the whole system starts to flicker. The tingling, the weakness, the instability, those are signals. Your body is talking. The question is, are we listening? This is where the conversation moves from diagnosis to hope. Because your body is not broken, it's waiting. It's waiting for you to give it the tools it needs to repair what time has slowly worn away. And here's the truly beautiful part. Collagen is something your body can still produce. Even after 60, even after years of neglect, it doesn't happen through magic. It happens through nutrition, through lifestyle, through daily choices, through commitment to feeding the system, not just calming the symptoms. So when we talk about tingling hands or weak legs, we're not just talking about symptoms. We're talking about structural signals that your internal architecture is losing integrity. But we're also talking about something very fixable. Because when you support collagen production, when you give your body the right nutrients, the right building blocks, the right environmental support, you start to reverse the signal. You go from decline to repair, from erosion to resilience. It's not about turning back time, it's about working with time instead of against it. And this is something I want every person over 60 to understand. You are not powerless. The body never stops listening. Even after decades, your cells are paying attention to the messages you send through food, movement, and care. And collagen production is one of the clearest examples of that. When you feed it, it returns the favor. It rebuilds quietly, patiently, and powerfully. So the next time your hands go numb or your legs feel unstable, don't just dismiss it. Don't just stretch or shake it out and move on. Ask yourself, what is my body missing? What is it asking for? And more importantly, what am I willing to do to answer it? Because the goodbye to tingling hands and weak legs doesn't begin in a pill bottle. It begins in awareness, in understanding, in the decision to support the very foundation of your nerves and muscles, one molecule of collagen at a time. And that decision, that starts today. If there's one thing I've learned after years of working with patients over 60, it's this. The simplest solutions are often the most powerful, especially when they come from nature. We've talked about how declining collagen can show up as weak legs, tingling hands, and general physical fatigue. And the body, as we've seen, is always trying to tell us what it needs. The question now is, how do we respond? Most people don't think of fruit as a medicinal tool. We might think of it as dessert or a snack or something we were told to eat more of as kids. But fruit, when chosen intentionally, can be one of the most strategic ways to support your body's ability to produce collagen, especially after 60, when our internal systems begin to slow down And we need to work smarter, not harder, to maintain strength and function. What's fascinating is that fruit doesn't actually contain collagen, not one of them. And yet certain fruits are among the most powerful allies your body has for creating collagen from within. This is where the brilliance of nature really shines. These fruits contain the raw materials, the enzymes, antioxidants, vitamins, and phytochemicals that literally instruct your body to start rebuilding. In a way, they don't just feed your cells, they coach them back to health. Let's take vitamin C, for example. We already know it's essential for immune health, but it plays a central role in collagen synthesis. Without enough vitamin C, your body literally can't manufacture collagen. The enzyme systems that turn amino acids like proline and lysine into the collagen triple helix structure simply won't work. It's like trying to build a house without any nails. You can have all the lumber in the world, but nothing holds it together. Fruits like oranges, kiwis, and guavas don't just provide vitamin C, they deliver it in a way that's biologically active, absorbable, and synergistic with other plant compounds that protect the collagen once it's formed. But there's more going on here than just nutrients. Certain fruits contain polyphenols and antioxidants that protect your collagen from being broken down. As we age, oxidative stress becomes one of the most damaging forces inside the body. Free radicals created by pollution, poor diet, chronic stress, and even time itself can degrade collagen fibers faster than your body can rebuild them. Berries, like blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries, are packed with anthocyanins, which don't just give them their rich colors, they help fight that oxidative breakdown at the root. It's a kind of internal preservation, protecting the architecture of your tissues and nerves from crumbling. Then there are fruits that offer support in less obvious ways. Papaya and mango, for instance. These tropical fruits contain enzymes like papain and beta-carotene, which not only support digestion, a key factor in nutrient absorption, but also stimulate skin and tissue regeneration. It's not just what you eat, it's what your body can use. And when digestion slows, as it often does with age, enzyme-rich fruits can help make the most of every bite. Even avocado, yes, technically a fruit, plays a quiet but crucial role. It's rich in vitamin E and healthy fats, which stabilize cell membranes and protect collagen from the inside out. Think of it as an anchor, keeping everything structurally sound while your other fruits go to work activating and building. So when we look at this from a broader lens, we see that fruit is not just food, it's functional medicine. It's a language your body still understands, even after years of decline. When you give it what it needs, it doesn't just survive, it starts to remember how to rebuild. But this is where things become psychological. Because at this point in life, many people feel like their best health is behind them. There's a quiet resignation, a belief that weakness is inevitable, and numbness is just something you have to learn to live with. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Your body still has the ability to regenerate if you provide it with the raw materials. And fruits, humble as they may seem, are among the most powerful materials you can offer. So let's change the way we think about aging. Let's stop seeing it as a process of slow breakdown and start seeing it as a chance to build wisdom into our habits. A handful of berries in the morning, a slice of papaya in the afternoon, half an avocado with dinner. These aren't just health tips, they're invitations to participate in your own healing. Because in the end, healing isn't just about removing pain or restoring function. It's about reclaiming a sense of ownership over your body again. And that begins with something as simple and as profound as what you choose to eat next. Now that we've laid the foundation that collagen is more than a beauty protein, that it's essential for nerve health, strength, and stability, and that certain fruits can stimulate your body to build it, it's time to zoom in even further. Let's talk about the actual components inside these fruits. The nutrients, the compounds, the microscopic messengers that tell your body it's time to repair, it's time to strengthen. Because here's the truth. Food is not just fuel. It's instruction. Every bite you take sends a biochemical signal to your body and your cells respond accordingly. Especially as we age, the goal is no longer just energy. It's efficiency. It's renewal. And to regenerate something as complex as collagen, your body needs a very specific set of tools. Fortunately, the right fruits contain them. Vitamin C is the most obvious, and we've touched on it, but it's worth pausing here for a deeper look. This is not just a vitamin that boosts immunity. It's a catalyst required for collagen synthesis. Think of it like a spark plug in your car's engine. Without that ignition, everything stalls. Vitamin C activates two key enzymes, prolyl and lysohydroxylase, that convert amino acids into stable collagen fibers. It's not optional. And when your vitamin C levels dip, even slightly, collagen production slows and what's already been built starts to fray. That's where fruits like guava, kiwi, oranges, and strawberries come in. They don't just top the charts in vitamin C. They deliver it in whole food form, bundled with bioflavonoids that improve absorption and extend its life in the bloodstream. That means longer lasting support for collagen production, better protection against degradation, and improved tissue resilience over time. But vitamin C isn't working alone. Another key player is ellagic acid, a polyphenol found in fruits like pomegranates and certain berries. This compound doesn't build collagen directly, it protects it. As we get older, our collagen doesn't just diminish because we're making less, it also gets damaged more easily. Inflammation, environmental toxins, blood sugar spikes, all these create oxidative stress that chews through collagen like rust on metal. Ellagic acid steps in like a shield. It neutralizes free radicals and slows the enzymes that break collagen down prematurely. This is important, especially when you're dealing with symptoms like tingling in the hands or muscle weakness. Because what we're really talking about here is degradation of structural and connective tissue. The myelin sheath around nerves, the fascia surrounding muscle, the vascular tissue that delivers nutrients to your legs and feet. It's all collagen dependent and it's all vulnerable unless it's protected. Now, let's talk about anthocyanins. These are the plant pigments that give fruits like blueberries, blackberries, and cherries their deep, rich colors. But their beauty isn't just skin deep. Anthocyanins improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and support capillary health, all of which directly influence how well your limbs receive oxygen and nutrients. Better blood flow to the hands and feet means better nerve signaling, stronger muscular performance, and less of that deadened, asleep sensation that so many people over 60 struggle with. Anthocyanins also work synergistically with vitamin C. While C builds, anthocyanins preserve. One supports construction, the other guards the structure. Together, they create a kind of internal scaffolding that's more stable, more flexible, and far more resistant to the wear and tear of daily life. Let's not forget copper and silica, two trace minerals often overlooked in the collagen conversation. Copper is needed for the enzyme lysyl oxidase, which cross-links collagen and elastin, basically fastening these fibers together into a firm, resilient network. Without it, collagen becomes weak and easily torn. Mangoes and avocados offer small but steady doses of copper right where you need it. Silica, on the other hand, is a connective tissue hero. It strengthens hair, nails, skin, and even bones by enhancing collagen synthesis and improving mineral density. Some fruits, like bananas and strawberries, contain moderate levels of silica in a highly bioavailable form, especially when consumed in their whole, raw state. So now we begin to see the big picture. Fruits aren't just sweet, colorful treats. They're therapeutic packages designed by nature to provide the essential signals and materials for tissue repair. And at this stage of life, that's exactly what we need. Repair, not just maintenance. But there's something even deeper here, because understanding how these nutrients work, how they build and protect and stabilize, gives us more than just dietary guidance. It gives us agency. It refrains aging from something passive and inevitable to something active and responsive. Your body isn't shutting down, it's adapting. It's asking for support in the language it understands best. Nutrients, not neglect. So the next time you pick up a handful of berries or slice open a kiwi, I want you to remember, you're not just eating fruit. You're participating in your own recovery. You're feeding the materials of strength, sensation, and movement. And that's the shift we all deserve, to move from surviving aging to mastering it. We've laid the groundwork. You now know why collagen matters, not just for your joints and skin, but for your nerves, muscles, and mobility. You understand how specific nutrients inside fruits activate, protect, and preserve the collagen your body still has the power to make. And now we arrive at what I consider the most practical and powerful part of this conversation, the fruits themselves. Ones that after age 60 should no longer be optional or occasional, but daily. Because when chosen intentionally, these fruits act as biological instructions. They tell your body it's time to rebuild. Let's begin with kiwi. This little green fruit is often overlooked in favor of more common options like oranges, but it's one of the most concentrated sources of vitamin C you can find in a single serving. One kiwi delivers more than 70% of your daily vitamin C needs, but it does more than that. Kiwi also contains an enzyme called octanidin, which helps break down protein in the gut, improving digestion and nutrient absorption. That means your body's not just consuming vitamins, it's using them. And after 60, when digestive efficiency starts to drop. Every bit of help counts. Next, we have papaya, a soft, tropical fruit that's both healing and deeply nourishing. What makes papaya special is its enzyme papain, which works similarly to actinitin in kiwi. It improves digestion and reduces inflammation. Papaya is rich in both vitamin A and vitamin C, a combination that supports collagen production and tissue regeneration. You're not just eating fruit here, you're literally stimulating your body to rebuild its own infrastructure. Now let's turn to a classic, oranges. Everyone knows they're packed with vitamin C, but what most people don't realize is that oranges also contain hesperidin, a powerful flavonoid found in the white pith and peel. Hesperidin improves blood flow, reduces inflammation, and helps protect the fragile capillaries that deliver oxygen and nutrients to your hands, feet, and extremities. This is essential for those dealing with numbness or tingling. Improved circulation means stronger signals, better sensation, and less of that frustrating disconnect between brain and body. And speaking of protection, we have to talk about berries. Whether it's strawberries, blueberries, or blackberries, these fruits are rich in anthocyanins, the plant pigments that do far more than give berries their vibrant color. These compounds help neutralize oxidative stress and preserve existing collagen. Berries are also low in sugar and high in fiber, which supports healthy blood sugar levels. Important because elevated glucose can degrade collagen faster than almost anything else. A handful of berries each day is like applying an antioxidant shield from the inside out. Then there's guava, a fruit not often found in every grocery store, but worth seeking out. Guava is one of the highest vitamin C sources in the entire plant kingdom. It also contains lycopene, a potent antioxidant that supports skin elasticity, protects collagen fibers, and has even been shown to reduce inflammation in nerve tissue. If you're someone who struggles with neuropathy, guava isn't just a sweet treat, it's targeted therapy. Another tropical gem is mango. Rich in beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A, mango supports the skin and mucosal linings that form the body's first defense barrier. It also contains copper, a trace mineral required for cross-linking collagen and elastin, the proteins that give connective tissue its strength and elasticity. Without copper, your collagen remains unstable, like building a bridge without bolts. Mango provides not just the raw material, but also the reinforcement. Now we come to a powerhouse, pomegranate. This fruit contains ellagic acid and punicalagine, antioxidants that directly inhibit enzymes that break down collagen. It's not just feeding your body, it's defending it. Think of pomegranate as a natural collagen lock. It keeps what you've built from unraveling. And beyond that, pomegranate improves blood flow and oxygen delivery to the nerves, exactly what you need if your hands feel numb or your legs feel weak. And finally, we have avocado. Technically a fruit, avocados rich in vitamin E, omega-9 fatty acids, and glutathione, a trio that protects the collagen matrix and stabilizes cell membranes. It's not high in sugar, which means it supports rather than spikes insulin, keeping inflammation low and collagen breakdown in check. It also supports hormonal balance, which indirectly impacts your body's ability to repair itself. A few slices of avocado a day isn't just good fat, it's functional healing. So these are your 8, not exotic prescriptions, not complicated regimens, just fruit. Alive, nutrient-dense, delicious, and absolutely essential. When eaten regularly, they not only feed your body, they instruct it. They speak to your biology in a language it still understands, even if your age says otherwise. The truth is, your body still knows how to rebuild. You just have to give it what it needs to remember how. And these 8 fruits, that's where it begins. We've now explored what collagen does, how fruits activate and protect it, and which 8 fruits are most essential after 60. But here's where the rubber meets the road, because none of that matters if it doesn't translate into daily life. And this is often where people overcomplicate things. They think, do I have to follow a strict diet? Is this going to require hours of food prep? Can I even afford this? I understand those concerns, and the answer to all of them is no. You don't need perfection. You need presence. You need a repeatable rhythm that supports your healing, not a rigid set of rules that overwhelms you. The truth is, integrating collagen-supporting fruits into your daily routine can be simple, even enjoyable. And when something is enjoyable, it becomes sustainable. That's the key to long-term change. Not force, but flow. Start with your morning. Mornings are sacred because they set the biological tone for the rest of the day. A single choice early in the day can shift how your metabolism, hormones, and nervous system behave for hours. So here's an easy habit. Build a fruit-rich breakfast ritual. That could be a smoothie with avocado, berries, and kiwi. It could be a bowl of oatmeal topped with papaya, mango, or sliced guava if you can find it. Or maybe it's just a simple fruit salad with a mix of orange slices and pomegranate seeds. The point is to start your day not with empty fuel, but with information, because that's what these fruits are. They're not just calories, they're instructions for repair. And here's where it gets psychological. By choosing fruits that support collagen and nerve health first thing in the morning, you're not just feeding your body, you're shaping your identity. You're saying, I'm someone who heals. I'm someone who takes care of this vessel. That has ripple effects. It's not just a meal, it's a message. Now, for the rest of the day, think in terms of replacement, not restriction. Don't think about cutting things out. Think about crowding your plate with things that serve you. Having a sandwich? Add slices of avocado or a side of citrus fruit. Craving a snack? Keep washed berries or pomegranate orals in the fridge so they're ready to go. Convenience is key. If it's visible and easy, you'll reach for it. If it's buried in the crisper drawer or uncut on the counter, it's less likely to happen. You can also use time-saving tricks. Buy pre-cut mango or papaya. Use frozen berries in smoothies or on yogurt. Keep a few kiwis in a fruit bowl on your kitchen counter, not just for health, but as a visual reminder that your healing is in your hands, literally. Out of sight often means out of mind. So bring your fruits into your daily line of sight. Dinner offers more opportunities than people think. A spinach salad with slices of orange or strawberries. A quinoa bowl topped with roasted veggies and avocado. Even a small dish of fruit for dessert. Sweetness without the blood sugar spike that breaks down collagen. What you're doing is reinforcing your collagen network, one decision at a time. Quietly, consistently, without turning your life upside down. And for those who worry about sugar from fruit, here's what you need to remember. Whole fruit is not the enemy. It comes with fiber, water, antioxidants, and polyphenols that offset the sugar and actually support your metabolic health. It's refined sugar, isolated, stripped of nutrients that accelerates collagen loss. Fruit in its whole form does the opposite. It builds, it protects, it informs. Now, I know some of you are thinking, that sounds good, but what if I forget? What if I slip up? That's human. This is not about doing it perfectly every day. It's about doing it intentionally most days. The body responds not to short bursts of motivation, but to quiet patterns of nourishment. Every time you choose one of these fruits, even just one, you're feeding the infrastructure that holds your body together. You're improving circulation to your hands and feet. You're restoring function to your muscles. You're reducing inflammation around your nerves. You may not feel it overnight, but over time, the effects become undeniable. Strength returns, numbness fades. You move with more confidence, not because of luck, but because of habit. So as you move through your day, I want you to ask one simple question. How can I make healing easier for myself today? That's where your power lives. Not in doing everything, but in doing something again and again. Because every bite of fruit you take in service of your health is a vote for your vitality. And eventually those small votes add up to a future you can feel in your bones, in your steps, and in the strength of your hands. So far we've looked at what's possible, how your body can still rebuild strength and stability after 60, how specific fruits can awaken your collagen engine, and how your daily habits can become powerful tools for healing. But we also need to talk about what might be quietly working against you. Because no matter how many antioxidant-rich berries you eat or how faithfully you blend your morning smoothie, if your everyday lifestyle habits are breaking down collagen faster than you can rebuild it, then you're fighting a silent uphill battle. The truth is, there are behaviors, common ones, that erode your collagen from within. And many of them feel harmless on the surface. A few extra teaspoons of sugar in your coffee, another late night spent scrolling through your phone, a constant undercurrent of stress you learned to live with. But just because these habits are culturally normal doesn't mean they're biologically neutral. Over time, they weaken the very foundation of your strength, your mobility, and your nerve health. Let's begin with sugar. When you eat sugar, especially in processed or refined forms, it reacts with proteins in your body through a process called glycation. Think of glycation like internal rust. It causes collagen fibers to become stiff and brittle, leading to the deterioration of skin, joints, blood vessels, and nerves. The numbness in your hands, the weakness in your legs, those aren't just muscular issues. They're often the result of weakened support structures that no longer conduct or hold strength the way they used to. And sugar accelerates that collapse. Then there's chronic stress. It may seem psychological, but it has deeply physical effects. When your body is under constant stress, it releases cortisol, your main stress hormone. Cortisol suppresses collagen formation, slows tissue repair, and increases inflammation throughout the nervous system. That tightness you feel in your back, that low-grade ache in your legs, or fatigue that doesn't go away, that could be the direct result of stress hormones breaking down your body's ability to renew itself. Poor sleep adds another layer of injury. You see, collagen regeneration is not something your body does randomly. It happens in cycles, and the most active cycle is while you sleep. Specifically, during deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, which stimulates tissue repair and collagen production. If your sleep is shallow, interrupted, or insufficient, those vital processes are disrupted. It's like sending your body to the repair shop every night, except the mechanic never shows up. And dehydration, though often overlooked, plays a subtle but serious role. Collagen needs water to stay elastic and resilient. Without enough hydration, collagen fibers become dry, weak, and prone to breakage, especially in connective tissues that support nerve pathways and muscular movement. If your legs feel stiff or your grip feels weaker than it used to, ask yourself, have I been drinking enough water to support the infrastructure that holds me together? There's also inactivity, which compounds all of the above. Movement isn't just about burning calories or staying flexible. It's about circulation. When you move your body, you increase blood flow to tissues that need nutrients for repair. Without it, the delivery of those nutrients, like the vitamin C and polyphenols from the fruits we discussed, slows down. Collagen can't build itself if the materials never arrive. All of these habits, too much sugar, unmanaged stress, poor sleep, dehydration, and inactivity don't just make you feel tired or old. They sabotage your repair system. And over time, that damage accumulates until it becomes visible in the tremble of your hands, the instability in your legs, the fatigue that sleep never quite fixes. But here's the empowering part. These are not irreversible conditions. These are changeable choices. Your body isn't asking for perfection, it's asking for alignment. And every small improvement in these areas amplifies the benefits of the fruits, the nutrients, and the healthy routines you're working to build. That's the power of synergy. When you remove what's harming and reinforce what's healing, your body doesn't just get by, it begins to regenerate. So I encourage you to look at your daily life not with guilt or frustration, but with clarity. What small change can you make today that removes resistance to healing? Could it be choosing water instead of soda? Turning off your phone an hour before bed? Taking a 10-minute walk after lunch to stimulate circulation? These actions seem small, but they compound, and in time, they form a new pattern, one that supports the collagen network your body is trying so hard to maintain. This isn't about a diet or a detox. It's about honoring the relationship between what you do and what your body becomes. Because your habits aren't just shaping your day. They're shaping your tissues. They're shaping your strength. So ask yourself, honestly, are my daily choices reinforcing my healing or resisting it? Because every day is a vote, and the body beautifully and silently responds to what you choose.